From here we will be going into lizard stretch. So take your right foot in front outside the right palm, and then bring your left knee down, left toes you have to make flat, and then bring your elbows also down in front, and then fully lunging your hips close to the ground, but do not collapse the left hip to the left side. Keep your both the hips in one line, and then also keep your right knee along with the body. Breathing. Feel the stretch here. Close your eyes. Feeling the stretch, preparing your legs. Holding and breathing. Very nice. And now slowly coming back on your palms, lifting up, and then changing the leg. Take the right leg back, left leg in front outside the left palm, into lizard stretch. And breathing there. Flatten your right toes. Try not to collapse your one hip to one side, keeping both the hips in one line, and breathing. And then slowly coming back on your palms, taking the left leg also back, and just for once we will do cat and cow here. Cat and cow breathing. Bring your knees down, and then moving into cat cow, loosening your spine. And then slowly coming to neutral position, and then from here take the right leg in front, left leg in front, coming into standing slowly through Padhastasana. And then inhale, taking your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta, and then relaxing your hands down. Yes. And now loosen your both the feet apart. We will do some shaking here, some loosening of the body. Shaking your body completely, shaking your legs, your hands, your shoulders, your chest, your hips, your face, shaking fully. Loosen all the parts of your body. Loosen your breath completely. Loosening, loosen all around. Loosening your body, loosening your breath. As much as you can, fully loosen, and then slowly coming to center. Close your eyes, keep your body still, and observe the changes after warm up. Feel the activation of your breath, feel the activation of your body. We will now go for Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. So join your both the legs together into Tadasana. Join both the feet together, clipping your feet into each other, legs into each other. Tailbone downward and forward, shoulders back and down. Fingers beside your thighs pointing down, all fingers together, and then chin parallel to the ground, looking 6 feet away from your body into Tadasana. Now we will be doing first asana of Surya Namaskar, Pranamasana. So inhale and exhale, join both the palms in front of your chest into Anjali Mudra. All the other actions of the body are still of Tadasana. Inhaling, taking your both the palms up facing each other and bending back into Hasta Uttanasana. Exhaling, bending your body from hip joint to forward into Padhastasana. Inhale, take the right leg back and coming into Ashwasanchalanasana, knee down, toes flat and palms in cup shape. Looking up, roll your shoulders back and down, chest out. And then resting your palms down, exhaling into Parvatasana, left leg also back. Very nice. And then inhale and exhale into Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest and chin on the mat. Yes, tailbone is raising up, throat is stretching, and then further flatten your toes. Inhale, gliding into Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes in, going into Parvatasana. Inhale, right foot forward in between both the palms into Ashwasanchalanasana, flattening your left toes, palms in cup shape, no weight on the palms in Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale into Padhastasana. Yes, and then slowly inhaling into Hasta Uttanasana. Exhaling into Pranamasana or Namaskarasana. Inhale, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, Padhastasana. Inhale, left leg back into Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhaling into Parvatasana. Inhale and exhale into Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhaling, gliding into Bhujangasana. Exhaling, going into Parvatasana. Inhale, left foot front in Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale, right foot front into Padhastasana. Inhale, taking your both the hands up into Hasta Uttanasana and bending back. Exhale into Pranamasana. Inhale, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, Padhastasana. Inhale, Ashwasanchalanasana, right leg back. Exhale into Parvatasana, left leg also back. Rest your heels down. Inhaling and exhaling into Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, gliding into Bhujangasana. Exhaling into Parvatasana. Inhale, Ashwasanchalan, right foot front. Exhale, left leg also front into Padhastasana. Inhale, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale into Pranamasana. Inhaling Hasta Uttan. Exhale Padahasta. Inhale Ashwasanchalan, left leg back. Exhale into Parvata, Parvatasana. Inhale and exhale into Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhaling, gliding into Bhujanga. Exhaling into Parvata. Inhale, left leg front into Ashwasanchalan. Exhale into Padahasta. Inhaling Hastuttanasana. exhaling into Pranamasana. Release your hands down, separate your feet apart, keeping your whole body still, and observe the changes in your body after Surya Namaskar. And now gently open your eyes. We are starting with standing postures now. So the first standing asana we are going to do in this session is Tadasana, palm tree pose, which is very good to stretch the whole body, activate the nervous system, and very good for balancing. Now keeping both the feet hip distance apart, both the feet should be parallel to each other, not making V shape. Yes. And now inhale, take your both the hands in front, open all the fingers wide apart, and then interlock your fingers and turn your palms away from your face outward. Yes. Now from here we will be taking the hands up as you inhale, inhaling, taking your hands up. Yes, and do not compress your neck with your shoulders, keep your shoulders wide apart from each other. Push your wrist joints up, not the knuckles of your fingers up. Yes. And then your tailbone also should be downward and forward. Yes, and then further with next inhalation, raise your heels up, coming on the toes, and stretch your whole body up. Stretching your body fully and balance your body weight on the inner mounds of your feet and the toes. Look at one point in front of you and breathing. If you are losing the balance, you can take the support of the wall behind your back and breathing for 10 breaths. Keep looking at one point, balancing your body into Tadasana and breathing for 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, with exhalation slowly release your heels down and then bring your both the hands in front of the chest. Turn your palms towards your face, unlock your fingers and take your both the hands up, and then exhale, releasing your hands down. Close your eyes, feeling the effect of Tadasana on your body. Remaining fully aware and observe the changes. And the next asana we are going to do is Triyak Tadasana, swaying palm tree pose. So for swaying palm tree pose, we again hold both the hands in front, take your both the hands in front and then unlock your spread your fingers and then interlock your fingers together, turning your palms away from the body, and then inhale, take your both the hands up in the same actions of Tadasana. In this asana, we do not lift the heels up, we will be bending to the right side and then the left side. So first make your both the legs fully stable and strong on the mat. The inner side and outer side of both the legs and the feet should be pressing heavily into the ground. Activate your leg muscles, and when you are bending to one side, your legs should not go to the opposite side. So inhale, as you exhale, from the waistline and the abdomen, bend to the right side, and through the left armpit you look up. Push your both the shoulder blades into the chest, and then inhale, coming to center, exhale, going to the left side. We will just move for few times and then we will hold. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the right, inhaling to the center, exhaling to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue. Just few more times. And now inhale and exhaling, holding to the right side. Press the right shoulder blade into the chest, left shoulder blade into the chest, and looking through the left armpit up and breathing. For 10 breaths, breathe here. Do not push your hip region and the pelvic region forward. Take the hips back and bring the chest wide open but in front. And continue your 10 breathings while looking up through the left armpit, balancing equally on both the feet. And once you complete your 10 breaths, you can inhale, slowly come to center, and then changing to the left side, exhale, and then breathing, looking through the right armpit up, chest expanding, both the shoulder blades into the chest, tailbone downward and forward, and weight equally on both the legs, and breathing for 10 breaths. Slowly inhaling, and then slowly once go to opposite side to do counter stretch, and then inhale, come to center. And now slowly exhale, bring your both the hands in front of your body, turning your palms towards your face. Unlock your fingers. Inhale, take your both the hands up, and then exhale, releasing your hands down. Close your eyes and loosen your body here, keeping your body still and observing the changes after Triyak Tadasana, swaying palm tree pose. From here, we are going to do Garudasana. So gently opening your eyes, joining both the feet together, eagle pose we are going to do, and put your both the palms on the waist. Yes. And now gently micro bend your both the knees, and then wrap your right leg over the left leg from the front, and then wrapping. Yes. Today we will also show you how to use the block when you are wrapping, and then you can rest your toe beside on the block. So take one block and then put it outside the left feet, left foot, outer edge of the left foot. Yes. And then wrapping your leg, and you can rest your right toes on that block. Yes. This is also possible for you. Otherwise, if you are able to fully wrap, then wrap your right leg fully, and then inhale, both the hands to the sides wide open, and then overlapping right hand over the left hand, and wrap as much as possible fully. If possible, bring both the palms into Anjali Mudra, and then lifting your upper arms up to make them parallel to the ground, elbows pointing away from the body, both the shoulder blades wide apart and forearms away from the face, and breathing here for 10 breaths. If possible, look at the tip of your nose, but if you lose the balance, then just look at your hands, your arms. Balancing on the left foot, left inner thigh, left inner leg should be pressing heavily into the ground. Activated inner side of the left leg. And complete your 10 breaths. And now slowly, once you complete your 10 breathings, unwrap your hands slowly. Inhale, stretch your hands to the side. Exhale, rest your palms on the waist, and then unwrap your right leg, putting the right foot on the mat, and distribute the weight equally on both the legs. And now we will change, folding your both the knees, shifting the block to the right side, and then wrap the left leg over the right, and you can rest your left toes on the block, or you can fully wrap the left foot around the right leg. Yes, and then inhale, open your hands to the side wide open, and then yes, slowly wrapping the left hand over the right. Yes, taking your elbows away from the face so that they can stretch the shoulders from the back side, and your upper arms fully parallel to the ground, forearms 90 degrees to the ground, away from the face. Balancing here for 10 long and deep breaths. The inner side of the right leg, inner side of the right foot should be fully activated, contracted, and pressing into the ground. Your both the hips should also be in one line, in one plane. And once you complete your 10 breathings, you can slowly inhale, unwrapping your hands, stretch your hands to the sides, and then rest your both the palms on your waist, and then very slowly unwrap your legs and distribute the weight equally on both the feet. Release your hands down, close your eyes, loosen your shoulders, and observe the effect of Garudasana on your body, on your breath, on your mind. Very nice. Now slowly open your eyes. Moving towards the top edge of the mat, remove the block aside. We are going to do Naukasana, boat pose. For that we will be transitioning into sitting. So from here, inhale, take both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta, and exhale, going forward into Padhasta, and then take your legs back into tabletop, and then from here unfold your both the legs in front into Dandasana actions. Very nice. Sitting in Dandasana, clipping your both the legs into each other. Resting your palms on your knees, eyes in front, looking at 6 feet away from you, spine straight into Dandasana. from here, fold your both the knees and bring your heels close to your hips. Yes, keeping your spine straight. And now we will inhale and raise both the legs up in the air. So slant your upper body back and lifting your legs in front, and then both the palms and the hands beside your legs parallel to the ground without touching your legs. Your hands should not hold the legs, and then activate your both the legs clipping into each other. Activate your lower back muscles, upper back and middle back muscles, and keeping your whole spine straight, shoulders wide apart, chest open, and looking at your big toes, breathing for 10 breaths. Like a boat, we are holding our body like Naukasana. Bring your abdomen more close to your thighs, keeping your abdomen and lower back straight. Lifting your abdomen up. Yes. And then slowly release your heels down, and then resting into Dandasana. Breathing here. Loosening your breath. One more time we will be going into Naukasana, folding your both the knees again one by one. And this time we will try to straighten the legs in Naukasana. So first put your palms back and then slant your upper body backwards, and then lifting your both the legs up in the air, straightening your both the legs clipping into each other, feet clipping into each other, and both the hands beside your legs parallel to each other, and then look at your big toes, breathing your spine straight, your lower body, your middle body, and your upper body in V type of shape into boat pose, and breathing. Keep your body active, keep your legs active, keep your abdomen, your chest, your shoulders, your hands active, and breathing here. And slowly exhale and release your heels down, palms down, and straighten your both the legs in front, resting in Dandasana. Breathing here. And now you can hug your legs and fold your both the knees, hugging your both the legs, and you can lift your heels up and balance on your hips. And your toes, if possible, they can also come up in the air, or they can keep touching the mat, and balancing here and breathing. Now rest your feet on the mat, straightening your legs. Yes. From here, we will be going into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So if you need this cushion or block or belt for this, keep your props close to your body. Yes. Folding your both the knees. And now take the right leg under the left leg and bring the right heel close to the left hip. Your right heel should not obstruct your left hip, it should not come under the left hip, only just resting beside the left hip and touching it barely. And then cross the left leg over the right leg, and same actions with the left foot also. Here, if you feel that you are not able to compact your legs, come into Marjorie type of actions, tabletop position with both the legs crossing each other. Yes, and then sitting back slowly, compacting your both the legs, and also you can put cushion behind and under the hips here to sit back on the cushion or the block to elevate the height. Yes, this will be supportive if your hips and your knees are very tight. In this asana, if you are not fully able to cross your legs, it is fine, because it needs lots of loosening in the knees, lots of loosening in the hip joint and the side muscles of your torso. So, in the beginning it is fine if you feel very tight, it is very normal. And now take the belt in your right hand, because right hand we will be folding back upwards and left hand we will be folding back downwards. So, taking the belt in the right hand, inhale, take both the hands, both the palms up into Urdhva Hasta actions, and then fold the right hand back and right elbow is pointing up, and swing the left palm downwards, and then take the left hand back, fold the left elbow and holding the belt. You can see from the back side how it will look. Just slowly turning in the diagonal position. Yes, and then holding the belt. Very good. And then walk your this left palm more up on the belt, and the right upper arm should come close to the head. Right hand should come close to the head and behind the head, and elbow pointing up to the roof and chin parallel to the ground. Breathing here. Awareness on the chest. Close your eyes in Gomukhasana. Take your awareness to the chest area, to your heart chakra, and breathing. Count the 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, you can very slowly start loosening your left palm, bringing your left hand down and straighten the both hands up, Urdhva Hasta actions, and exhale, release your hands down, unfold your legs one by one, first the left leg and then the right leg, and then changing to other side, folding your legs, take the left leg under the right this time and right over the left, adjusting your body into Gomukhasana, compacting your both the legs and your knees together. Very good. And then take the belt in the left hand, because left hand will go up and back this time. So, inhale, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta actions. Urdhva means upward, Hasta means hands. Urdhva Hasta Gomukhasana we are doing this. And now fold your left hand back, and then the right hand is swinging from the down side and holding the belt from the back while folding the elbow, and walk up with the right palm on the belt, and left upper arm should go close to the left ear and behind the head. Yes, and pointing your left elbow up to the roof, and breathing. Close your eyes, awareness on your chest, breathing for 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, open your eyes and inhale, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta Gomukhasana. And then exhale, release your hands down. Yes, and then unfold your legs, right leg in front, left leg in front into Dandasana. Remove the block or the bolster or the cushion and sitting peacefully in Dandasana, observing the effects of Gomukhasana on your body. Now we are going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lord of the fish. This posture is named on one yogi, Matsyendranath, very famous Hatha yogi, 500 to 600 years back. So this is a classical posture. He used to meditate in this asana. So we are going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana. Fold your both the knees. Yes. And take the left leg under the right leg in the same Gomukhasana actions. Put your left heel beside the right hip and your left knee will be going forward, facing forward. And now, just like in Gomukhasana, we cross the right leg over the left, but we don't fully rest it down. We don't take the right foot fully close to the left hip. We just cross just beside the left knee and put the right foot properly, firmly on the mat. The inner lining also of the right foot should be touching the mat and your right knee is pointing upwards. In Gomukhasana, both the knees are pointing forward, one above the other. But in Ardha Matsyendrasana, only one leg is down and one leg is standing. Straighten your spine. Now inhale, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta actions. Yes. And as you exhale, twist to the right side, twisting to the right side and resting your right palm behind the body, 6 inches at least away from the body, and then cross the left elbow outside the right knee. And push the right leg close to the abdomen and if possible hold your right foot with the left palm and then straightening your spine. Rest your right hand back or you can also put a block under the right palm. Yes, it will give you some height and elongate your spine. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, twisting from abdomen. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, twisting and take your right shoulder more back. Yes, taking both the shoulders away from the neck. Push your shoulder blades into the chest and open your chest widely to the right side. Breathing for 10 breaths. You can look back or you can close your eyes and feel the twisting in your abdomen. And once you complete the 10 breaths, you can inhale and exhale, only turn your head first in front of you. And then inhale, take the left hand up and the right hand up into Urdhva Hasta actions and then slowly turning your upper body front. Exhale, release your hands down and unfold your legs one by one. Right leg in front and then the left leg in front. And changing the leg. If you are not fully able to do Ardha Matsyendrasana, you can always put a cushion or a bolster or blocks under your hips. Don't put too many blocks to sit upon, otherwise you may fall, they may collapse. And then cross the right foot, this left foot over the right knee. Right knee is pointing forward, left knee is pointing upwards. And then inhale both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta actions. And exhale from abdomen, you twist to the left side back and rest your left palm back, and right elbow is crossing over the left knee, pushing the left thigh into the chest. If possible, hold your left foot, or you can also keep your right palm in the air, folding the right elbow. Right palm is just in the air. This is another variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana. And now straighten your lower back, straighten your upper back, open and expand your chest to the left side, and breathing. Continuing for 10 breaths. You can either look at your one point or close your eyes and feel the twisting in abdomen. And once you complete your 10 breathings, you can slowly turn your head while inhaling and exhaling in front. And then inhale slowly, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta action, straightening your body in front. And then exhale, releasing your hands down, and straighten your legs one by one into Dandasana. Yes, resting in Dandasana. Loosen your legs, loosen your knees, your feet. Now join your both the feet together, both the legs together into Dandasana, fully active. Join your feet together, legs together, inner side of both the legs clipping into each other, spine straight. And next asana we are going to do is Janu Shirsasana. So for Janu Shirsasana, fold your right knee and put the right leg down, and the right foot should be clipping into the inner thigh of the left leg. Your right heel should be close to the perineum, pressing the perineum. Yes. Both of your hips also should be in one line. Your left leg, left foot should be active in Dandasana actions still, and your spine should be straight. Very good. Inhale, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta Janu Shirsasana, Urdhva Hasta actions, and from hip joint we will bend forward, exhaling forward, going forward, and hold your left foot from outside, and then rest your forehead on the knee or the shin bone, and your elbows are moving to the side, pointing to the sides, shoulders away from the neck, and straighten your spine and breathing. Breathing here for 10 breaths. Close your eyes and take your awareness to the abdomen area, navel region, and breathing. Continuing your 10 breaths, observing your abdomen during the practice. And then once you complete your 10 breathings, you can slowly inhale, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta actions and release your hands down. Straighten your right leg in front and changing the leg. Inhale, take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta Janu Shirsasana and then exhaling, going forward, and hold the outer side of the right foot with your elbows pointing to the sides, shoulders away from the neck, and breathing for 10 breaths. Both the sides of your torso should be in equal height. Your left side also should not go down. Left side and right side equally, and breathing. And once you complete the 10 breathings, you can slowly inhale and take your both the hands up into Urdhva Hasta actions, and releasing your hands down, releasing, and then unfolding your left leg in front into Dandasana actions, and observe the changes in your body, in your mind after Janu Shirsasana. Also, it is called Mahamudra, one of the great gestures in Hatha Yoga practice. Janu Shirsasana. Now from here, fold your both the legs under your body, and through tabletop lie down on your abdomen into prone position, into Gupta Sthiti. We are going to do some back bendings now. Resting your body in Makarasana here, crocodile posture. Separate your feet apart, and both the heels are facing each other. Toes are out to their respective sides, and your forearms are overlapping each other, and your forehead is resting forward. Relaxing. Take your elbows more upwards to loosen your shoulders. Breathing in Makarasana. Feel your body resting in Makarasana. Now, from here we will be going into Bhujangasana. So join your both the legs together, clipping your both the legs, your feet into each other. Point your toes backwards, downwards, and bring your palms beside your ribs on the mat. Palms on the mat, but beside the ribs, and your elbows are pointing backwards. And then inhale, lift your chest and your head up, elongating your spine and looking up. Micro bend in your elbows, shoulders rolling back and down. Yes, both the tip of your shoulders is pointing backwards, moving backwards. Inner side of your elbows should be facing front. All the palms and the fingers wide apart. Press the shin bone and the back legs heavily into the ground, and continue your 10 breathings looking at one point. If possible, you can look in between your eyebrows, which is the more advanced variation. Bhumadhya Drashti we hold in Bhujangasana. Slowly we move from beginning to intermediate to advanced practice. So if you are able to hold Bhumadhya Drashti, looking in between your eyebrows, then try to do, and breathing for 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, you can slowly release your body down into Makarasana. Close your eyes into crocodile pose. Forearms overlapping in front. Both toes are out. Heels facing each other. Right toes to the right side, left toes to the left side. Relaxing. feeling the effect of Bhujangasana on your body. And now we will be moving to Shalabh Asana, locust pose. Locust is an insect, so we are going to raise both the legs up here in same lying down position. So now join both the legs together, both the feet together, and bring your both the hands and palms under the thighs. Both the palms under your thighs and hands are under the sides of your torso and your pelvis. Yes. So we can face our palms both the ways, downward or upward towards the thighs. Anything which works comfortably for you, which it is fine. And your chin is scratching and scrubbing more up, or you can put it as comfortable position as possible. And then clip your both the legs into each other, tightly clipping your both the legs, and inhale, start raising your legs up in the air with knees straight and exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Continue this. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling and exhaling. Use the leg muscles to move the legs. Continue. Inhale and exhale. And now inhaling up and hold. For 10 breaths, look at one point in front or close your eyes, and then holding. Whole body active, legs clipping into each other, breathing for 10 breaths, palms, hands heavily pressing into the ground, shoulders pressing into the ground, leg muscles active, hip muscles active. Do not put all the pressure on your lower back. Use the muscles of your legs, muscles of your hands, your shoulders, your upper back. Lifting higher. Keep breathing. And once you complete the 10 breathings, you can slowly exhale and release your legs down into Makarasana. Release your hands in front into Makarasana actions, overlapping your forearms, feet apart. Now we will do next variation of Makarasana, where your both the toes are inwards facing each other and heels are out. Simply changing both the feet only, everything else is same. Your both toes are turning now inwards, relaxing in the next variation of Makarasana. And now from here we will be moving into Saral Dhanurasana. So for that, join both the legs together, fold your both the knees and raise your both the feet up in the air and hold your ankle joints. Yes, with your both the palms holding the ankle joints. And now we will prepare for Saral Dhanurasana first in two preparations. So first preparation is your both the thighs and the legs will be pressing into the ground, and only the upper part we will lift, the chest and the head. And then the second one will do opposite. The forehead and the chest will be down and only the legs will come up. And then we will hold into full bow pose, full Dhanurasana. So now first inhale and raise your chest and your head up, pressing your thighs and your knees down into the ground and flexing your toes and breathing. Looking up and breathe for 10 breaths. Press your tailbone downward, backward and downward, and breathing. Lift your chest higher till the waistline. Activate the back muscles and breathing for 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, rest your upper body, your chest and your head down without loosening your hands. And now, forehead down, chest and your abdomen touching the mat. Now inhale, lift your thighs and your knees up higher, your knees as close to each other as possible, and breathing for 10 breaths here. Activating the legs, activating your abdomen and breathing. Keeping your forehead on the mat. And then slowly release your knees down with exhalation. Release your legs without unfolding your legs. Keep your palms holding the ankle joints. And now we will be going into full Saral Dhanurasana, full easy bow pose. Inhale and lift your chest and your knees, your thighs up, balancing on the abdomen and the waistline. Lift your head as high as possible and breathing. For 10 breaths, looking in between your eyebrows if possible, Bhumadhya Drishti, or looking at one point if you feel headache in Bhumadhya Drishti. And continue the 10 breathings. Keep your body active in Dhanurasana. Do not loosen the muscles. Keep breathing. And then slowly release your body down and unfold your legs, release the legs, loosen the hands, coming back to Makarasana into crocodile posture, variation 2 of Makarasana. Loosening your breath, loosening your body. Now from the right side, turn your body on the back into supine position, Supta Sthiti. So roll your body through the right side of your body and then lie down on your back. Yes, coming to Supta Tadasana, joining your both the legs together, both the feet active, legs active, and palms beside your hips or your thighs on the mat. We are going to go into Kandharasana, shoulder pose. For that, fold your legs one by one, fold your knees and try to bring your both the feet on the mat as close to your hips as possible. Both feet are resting on the mat but coming close to your hips. And now, if possible, hold the ankle joints with your palms, or you can rest your palms on the mat and then inhale, raise your abdomen and the hips up fully and push your both the legs against the ground, and then taking your chest upwards and towards the face. Both the knees should not go wide apart, they should be close to each other and parallel to each other. And breathing for 10 long and deep breaths. Look at the tip of your nose if possible here, or close your eyes. Shoulder pose. Take your shoulders and your upper arms more under the body to take the whole weight of the body. Naturally breathing with your abdomen for 10 breathings. Once you complete your 10 breaths, you can slowly release your hips and your abdomen down. Rest your body here, do not unfold the legs. We are going to do chakrasana from here. Just take a few breathings. We will be doing wheel pose now. So take your both the hands beside the ears, finger facing downwards and elbows are pointing up. And now first we come to Kandharasana. Yes, and then lifting your shoulders up, head up, rest your top of the head down, and then further adjust your palms and then lifting your head also up. Taking your abdomen as high to the roof as possible. Yes, and breathing. Try to straighten your elbows. If your shoulders are very tight, just do as much as possible and breathe here. Look in between your both the palms. If you are not able to fully hold for 10 breathings, it is fine. You can come down and then again come up. Yes. Breathing. Keeping your legs active, hands active. And then very slowly exhale, release your top of the head down and then slowly back of the head and vertebrae by vertebrae, top, upper back, middle back and lower back, you release down and then you hug your both the legs into Pavan Muktasana. Bringing your knees close to the chest and hugging your both the legs with your hands into Pavan Muktasana. Softening your toes, relaxing your toes, your feet and resting here. And now slowly inhale, release your hands and put your both feet on the mat and then exhale one by one, straighten your legs down. Breathing here. From here we are going to do inverted asanas. So the first one we are going to go into this Sarvangasana and Halasana together. So first shoulder stand and then the second is plow pose. So for that come little downward towards the lower side of the mat, go little down towards the lower edge of the mat so that your forehead, the back of your head is not going on the ground. Yes. Join your both the legs together, both the palms on the mat pressing beside the body. And now inhale, raise your both the legs into 90 degrees into Padottanasana. Yes, toes flexing. So first breathing here in Padottanasana. Always when we go to inversions, we go from Padottanasana, we take our both the feet towards the head and then start lifting the body. So for first here, breathing. Very good. And then take your both the legs, both the feet towards the head, and immediately you give support on the lower back, on the hips with your palms. And then straighten your both the feet up, straighten your legs up, and give support on the lower back, middle back, and or the upper back, anywhere where you are able to go, but try to take your palms more on the upper back, middle back, and clip your both the legs into each other and balancing here on your shoulders. Take your shoulders, your upper arms more under the body and whole weight on your shoulders, and breathing. Look at your big toes and breathing for 10 breaths. Keep your body fully still and balance. Once you complete your 10 breathings, you can slowly take your both the feet up towards the head and going into plow pose, into halasana. Resting your both the toes on the mat or the ground above the head. Very nice. And your palms are still supporting your lower back. Breathing here. If you feel that you are feeling uneasiness, if your breath and your heart rate is increasing too much here, you can loosen your knees, fold your knees and loosen this asana here. Otherwise, straighten your knees fully. Raise your tailbone up towards the roof, straightening your spine and breathing for 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, you can slowly come back to Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. And then whenever you are releasing from Sarvangasana or shoulder stand, always release very slowly from the upper back first, then the middle back on the ground, then the lower back on the ground, coming into Padottanasana, and take your feet towards the head, coming to Padottanasana, and then release your legs down with exhalation and relax. Breathing here, loosen your body. Now we will do fish pose. So we join both the legs together and take your both the hands beside your body and under the body, palms under your hips, and then lift your upper body and your head up using your elbows, and then top of the head, crown of the head, you rest on the mat, stretching your throat fully, and look in between your eyebrows here if possible, Bhumadhya Drishti, or you can close your eyes, and breathing for 10 breaths. Once you complete your 10 breathings, use the elbows and your hands again and lift your body and your head up, and then gently resting the back of your head on the mat, and then releasing your hands to the sides, loosening your body and relax. And now slowly open your eyes, and then through the right side, roll to the right side and come to sitting. Now you see how we are going to do Shirsasana today. So first, sitting in Vajrasana, in thunderbolt posture, folding your both the legs under your body. We will demonstrate first. So going forward and put your both the palms on the mat and interlock your fingers with each other, making a lock of your fingers. Yes, and resting your both the forearms in front. The gap between your both elbows should be forearm distance gap. You will see how we can take the measure the gap. Forearm distance gap between both the elbows, and then take your both the elbows, your forearms in front, and interlock your fingers together, making a cup, a kind of hollow bowl between both the palms. Here our back of the head will be coming in the palms, and the top, the crown of the head will be resting on the mat. Yes, in Shirsasana, one very important thing to remember, whenever you are balancing on the headstand, we are going to do, you don't put the whole weight of your body ever on your head. Only 20% of the weight will be on the head, 80% of the weight will be on the hands and the forearms and your elbows and your shoulders. Everything is balancing. So for that we should have strong shoulders, strong arms to balance. In the beginning, if you have never done shoulder stand or the head stand, all these practices you always do with the wall support, and go gently. Do not fully try to achieve the posture, it may be very injurious. So now rest your crown of the head on the mat and back of the head in that cup of your both the palms. What is the crown of the head which you are going to put on the mat? So come up, you will see we put the base of the palm, take the right hand and measure like this. So we take the base of the palm in between the eyebrows, the base of the